This is how Quest Diagnostics fail to manage customer expectations. And this normally happens because of bad management. Let me explain. So this right here creates a lot of good context around planning as a manager and making sure that you develop the activities with reasonable expectations of what your customer is looking for. So in this example where I personally went to Quest Diagnostics, and in the self check-in, they have two specific activities or two requirements. One is an appointment and walk-ins. So what I did is I checked in as a walk-in, did that, and it took over an hour. Of course, it was difficult to get someone on the door. So when someone came in, I said, "Hey, what's the estimated time for walk-ins?" So the person said, "I don't know." So again, me being very inquisitive, said, "Okay, what does the schedule look like for the rest of the afternoon?" We're fully booked. So I began to ask other questions. How long does one appointment take? So 10 minutes. So a technician can do 6 appointments every hour. They had two technicians. So when they told me what's booked for the rest of the afternoon, so there was no time for walk-ins. So why do they provide that service if they don't honor walk-ins? So if you're a manager that provides a service that, like in this example, you have to include a couple options here to provide that service. One, you leave a slot within the hour of walk-ins. For example, if you do 6 every hour, one of those 10-minute slots has to be dedicated for walk-ins. Because you provide the service, you've got to plan for that. Or the second thing is you dedicate one technician, depending on your data, your KPIs of how many walk-ins you get and what your frequency is per week. Some days it may be higher, some days may be lower. You dedicate and you schedule one person to do walk-ins or part of the day to do walk-ins, and that's how you service that KPI or that activity. But in this example, there's no consideration for walk-ins, even though they provided that service when you checked in as a walk-in, but rather they booked the entire appointments for the afternoon and they never could provide an estimate of how long it would take. So guess what? I just left. So if you're a manager, it's critical that you understand the activities and reasonable expectation that you're providing your customers and plan for it. And be creative around this. I gave you two options to service people that walked in. But the worst thing that happens is people don't know, employees don't care, because I'm sure that employee was only doing what their manager told them to do. So if you're a manager, this is a great example of what not to do and the things you need to do to ensure that you're servicing your customers. And Quest, if you want to talk more about this, please hit me up.